Now let's get into the video. Let's get into the bigger stories. Let's start off with that Dejan Kulusevki, who's been now for around the 10th time ever since the international break started, and ever since Arsenal's injury worries and winger worries, kicked off, has been linked with Arsenal yet again. And this time it is a story coming in showing that yes, the player is wanted by Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur, but he would never go to Tottenham. Now, look, the couple of blogs, the couple of people that are milking this situation. And look, I don't want to. I don't even want to fall, bait or think, or anything like that. There's so many people that are milking this situation. The first story that came out was Arsenal inquiring about the situation of Dejan Kulusevki at Juve. Obviously, we know the situation of Kulusevki ever since he came back from that loan deal from Parma. And then joined Juve. He's not really done well, by the way, because let me tell you something interesting. In the 2020-2021 season, in the Italian Serie A, he played 35 games. Yeah, he played 35. He made 35 appearances, 4 goals, and 3 assists. So he engaged himself in 7 games, in 7 goals, in 7 goals, creating 3 and scoring 4 in 35 games. That is pretty low, right? That is pretty low. As compared, because if you look at his previous record, he had scored 10 goals and assisted 8 times in 36 games during his stay at Parma, where he was on loan from Atlanta, because Atlanta had actually let him go after from the 2018-2019 season. He had played 3 matches for Atlanta. Only 3 matches. Then they let him go, to Parma, where he did really well in that campaign, 2019-2020. He really, really did well. 36 games, 10 goals, 8 assists, right? He really did well. But his first season at at Juve, has not been, productive, really. 35 games, 7 goal involvements. Really, no. I mean, I know Paulo Dybala, because if you look at that season, again, Paulo Dybala was the man that was sacrificed for Dejan Kulusevki to play in the likes of Benedeschi. But I just feel like, Dybala is ahead of him. Dybala should have got more time than him. Then, this season, he has had 11 appearances, 1 assist, and no goals. So, look, again, this is interesting, because for me, what is very interesting, before we go into the whole situation of him wanting to play for Arsenal and things like that, is his numbers. Actually, I was watching the Chronicles of Agona, and again there was this Italian expert was saying that again, Kulusevski is one of those talents that have come up and been taken up by clubs like Juve without being given enough time to to develop further. Because for me, I feel like he should have played like 2 seasons at Parma, because he played 1 season at Parma, 18 goal involvements. That was good, right? That one there was absolutely good. But when it comes to Juve, of course, Juve is a huge step. Like, it's a massive jump from Parma to Juve. It's like, I don't know. It's like moving from Sheffield United to Arsenal, right? With all respect to Sheffield, it's a massive jump. It's a big jump. But he got that jump, and in the first season, things actually didn't work out well. And the problem he got is that between his first season and second season, Juve have changed the manager, right? And he has fallen out of favor already. And look, that is the problem. That's the really, really, really big problem. But I also don't feel like he's been deprived of game time that much, because if you look at this season, the Italian Serie A, they've only played 12 games, and he's playing at least he's appeared 11 times. Out of the 12, either from the bench or starting the game. So whether Arsenal want to take him, whether Arsenal feel like they can do better with him, or they just want him on a loan deal or anything like that, it still remains to be seen. But the reports are the Arsenal are preparing a 33 to 35 million bid. They want him. Of course, if you look at the links saying that we are preparing a bid, then that shows that we want him on a permanent, right? It's not a free, it's a permanent. And look, it's something again that scares me away. I mean, I want to be strong. I want to be the person that feels like, yeah, we are going for the right player. But experts, I mean, look, experts could be wrong, but experts are saying that this boy, could do well if you got more time at a club like Parma, at a club like Atlanta. And I also feel the same way. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I also feel the same way. I feel like Parma was a big jump, but that cannot go away at the moment, right? That can't go away at the moment. What we have to do is now look at Kulusevki as a player who's who's on a big stage at Juve. Going down to Arsenal wouldn't be a massive deep downgrade unless he's out of his mind. He needs the game time. He's lucky that he's playing for a nation like Sweden. Let me see Sweden if he played in their recent game. Let me see the amount of game time that he's getting, because Sweden did play. I think it was Spain. They played against Spain. I do really love Spain, but I didn't watch the game. I didn't keep tabs, and we beat them 1-0. Alvaro Morata, Ores Alvaro Morata, his name. But in the last game against Sweden, he did start shirt number 21, and that's why I feel like he's lucky, because if he was playing for a nation like if he was coming from a nation like Germany, if you don't have the game time. Because with Germany, they have a lot of talent. Or Italy at the moment, if it was Italian, with the likes of Chiesa, with the likes of Lorenzo Insigne, Silo Immobile, Belotti, the likes of Jorginho, you're not going to be playing, right? You're not going to be playing. And actually, Sweden, they play him as a forward. They play a 4-4-2 with the likes of Forsberg, Olsson, and then Klassen in the midfield, and then Alexander Isak and Dejan Kulusevki. So it's more like he's joining us not as a midfielder, although he might have that versatility, but he's not joining us as a midfielder. If probably if he joined, I'm not saying that he's his join or it is very close, but if he were to join, then he joins us as a winger, because at the moment he's playing as a striker, probably as a support striker to Alexander Isak, who we know is the proper striker, on the Sweden national team. Anyway, guys, so the story is the bid, right? We want to put in our bid. Our bid is incoming. Probably this one should have been bid incoming. But why I said it is a huge transfer boost, we are fighting for Dejan Kulusevki with a couple of teams, but the main two teams that are in that race is Tottenham, who are really looking to rebuild their team under Antonio Conte. Really, look, I'm not even surprised that they're looking at him. If they have Son on one wing, probably Kulusevski down through the middle as their 10, and on the other wing they have Lucas Moura and then Hurricane up top. I feel like that is something like an upgrade to what they have. I don't know if Giovanni Lo Celso will do well under Conte. When a big manager comes in, when a good manager comes in, anything can happen with the club. But look, I don't know. My assumption is they really do need such a player. They want to get in such a player. They just need a breath of life, someone that can be new and just be that kind of breath of life to their squad. And that's why I think Kulusevki is a very huge person. Is a very, very huge player on the radar of Tottenham Hotspur. But the good thing now is Arsenal are actually far ahead in terms of priority for the player. I'm gonna keep sipping this hot water. I do have an illness with my throat, especially when it is a little bit cold. So I'm sorry, but really do bear with me. But look, guys, the point I'm trying to make is the player, level on the fact that he's an Arsenal fan, because look, he said in an interview himself that the club he grew up seeing and supporting was Arsenal, and said, I love everything about the club. Now, how many players have said that? How many players have said that? Albert Sambi Lokonga said that. Matt Ryan said that when we signed him from Brighton. Who else said that? There's so many players who've said that. I grew up seeing Arsenal and loving Arsenal and everything like that. So probably it's a statement that is actually not making any sense, anymore. I mean, it's been diluted, absolutely, really diluted, right? But of course, I don't believe he's a liar. I don't think he's lying when he says he supports Arsenal and he believes it would be the right move for him to move to Arsenal Football Club. I don't think he's lying. However much anyone would believe it's a lie, I don't think he's lying. So that puts us even in a better position, because he's looking at playing for Arsenal as an opportunity, right? He's looking at play for Arsenal as an opportunity to make his dream come true. And many players really live this dream, and they play football, become successful, and never really get to play for their best teams. Look at Eden Hazard, because Hazard came out and said, my agent told me that I could do well, right, at Arsenal, but it's look, he said it was either Chelsea or Arsenal. He loved Arsenal. He wanted to join Arsenal, but his agent actually told him, if you go to Arsenal, you're acting like a kid, like a boy. If you go to Chelsea, you're making a decision like a man. And then he ended up joining Chelsea. Obviously, no offense to my club, but I feel like look, if you look at what he has achieved under Chelsea, maybe he made the right decision. Maybe. I mean, I don't know, because ever since he joined Chelsea, they have a Europa League title. They beat us in the final. We have an FA Cup, probably 1 or 2. He won the league, if I'm not mistaken. Eden Hazard with Chelsea has the league. We've not come any close to winning the league. We've actually kept on dropping further and further. So probably he made the right decision to go to Chelsea. So but now Kulusevki, that's a very, very hard name. That's a very, 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 very hard name. But look, Kulusevki, the game time, right? Yes, it doesn't affect him, on his Swedish, national duties. He's gonna be called up. He's gonna get the call up. But I feel like as a player, as a young player, this guy. Let me tell you something. This guy is actually so young, right? It's actually so young. This is a talent being wasted. Come on, right? Let me read for you this. Dejan Kulusevki, and this is the second time I've read it out, is a professional footballer who plays as a winger or midfielder for Serie A club Juve and the Sweden national team. Coming through from the youth system, Kulusevki made his senior debut for Atlanta in 2019 before joining Parma on loan at the beginning of the 2019-2020 season. He was born in April, on the 25th of April 2000. So he's just 21, right? He's just 21. Look, 21 years of age. It's not time for me. It's not time to be on the bench, bro. I feel like you'd rather be on the bench if you're going to get if you're part of the future plans of the team. But clearly, with Juve now trying to offload a couple of talents to at least to ease their financial illnesses or illness, I feel like he's not in line. He's absolutely in line, because if you look at the players ahead of him, Chiesa. At the moment now, Weston McKennie, they're really doing well. Now you have Paulo Dybala, who's come back in pecking order. You have Alvaro Morata, who I think should be binned as well, both at Spain and at Juve. Unless you have other ideas, let me know. Look, there's so many the players ahead of him, because Dybala is young. Dybala is still young. He's not actually going to give you away, and Dybala is good and very, very influential for Juve. We know that. Weston McKennie has been brilliant, for Juve. Think about Chiesa. What should we say about Chiesa? Future Ballon d'Or winner, isn't it? Right? the aggressiveness Chiesa has, the agility, that the way he's clinical, the speed. You can't drop. I feel like Kulusevki would have to do a lot. If he's going to break into the Juve team, which I think is not the case with Arsenal. Right? This Arsenal side looks settled, but anyone with 2-3 good performances can actually break through the team. That's why I disagree with Mika when he says that Gabriel Martinelli is far away from of course he doesn't say that, but his actions show that Martinelli is far away from getting into the starting 11. I disagree with him. I absolutely disagree with him, because I feel like if there is a player who has more chances of getting into Mikel Arteta's starting 11, is my man there. Yeah, is my man there. Gabriel Martinelli. But to make sense of all this, of the whole situation, guys, Kulusevki is a big Arsenal fan. He would love to play for Arsenal, and now there is an open opportunity, right? There's an open opportunity. We want him, which is absolutely very, very good. We want him. He's just 21 years of age. He perfectly fits into the project we want to put in. And it's a transfer where I feel like it is not Arsenal pleading, right? It's not Arsenal pleading, but it is both parties gaining. I don't know if it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. Look, if we get him and can, bin Pepe, for whichever amount, I don't care. If you can beat Pepe, what that really tells us, and what that really shows us is you're getting, look, maybe an upgrade. I don't know if it's an upgrade really to Nicola Pepe, because again, Pepe has been on the scene longer. Pepe has had more experience as a player than Dejan Kulusevki, because Kulusevki has had one good season, like in his life, one good season. Something with that Dusan Vlahovic, and that's why last time I said probably I'll take Victor Osimhen over Vlahovic, because I feel like Osimhen from Germany, then to Charleroi, then to Lille, and then to Napoli, and then doing well. Probably I'll take him. But look, again, Kulusevki, if we wait, right, because the kind of model we are doing is get the opportunity, take it. Lokonga, get the opportunity, take it. Nuno Tavares, look at the opportunity, take it, and a couple of other and a couple of other players that we brought in. It's all about taking risks, taking advantage. Would he be a nice risk to take? Yes, because at the moment, even if he comes in and he doesn't really blow up in the first season, it's okay. We are really occupied. You have Martinelli on that side. You have ESR, who's already doing well on the left hand side of the pitch, and Saka, who's doing right on the on the left. So Aubameyang, I don't think the arrival or not arriving of Kulusevki really affects Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It doesn't. So it's him. And it would be him. It would be between him and Saka, Martinelli, and ESR, right? So look, I think get him in. If we can sell Pepe, and then just because for me, I say this, it's something I would say with Noah Lang down there. It's something that I would say with any winger, the likes of Rafinha that have been linked with Arsenal. If we can get some money from the sale of Nicola Pepe, and then transfer that money and bring in a younger project, it will make a lot of sense, rather than us going out there and probably say we want to get a player like, which expensive wingers do I know of at the moment? Maybe Giovanni Reina, right? Because if you went for Giovanni Reina at Dortmund, you're not going to pay anything less than 60 million. Right, and no one is going to give us 60 million. So I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it in this way, that Pepe goes out for like 30 million, and then you transfer the 30 million to Juve. Because the advantage again we have with Juve, and any club that wants to deal with Juve, I'm saying this as a person who knows that Juve are in a very, very difficult situation. The advantage you have with dealing with Juve is, they are in a financial problem. They're like Barcelona. They have not reached that level, probably, maybe, but there is no guarantee that they won't reach there. There's no guarantee that they won't